Hello, here is Eckhart. It is October 2022. I want to give you a little tutorial about sweeps and revolve with rails. And so basically, I want you to kind of design sort of free flowing objects that have at its core a starting line, so a starting curve, yeah? And you can revolve them or you can sweep them along. And secondly, it's quite important. I had these questions in the past. How do I blend these two bodies? Yeah. So in this tutorial, you'll learn how to do this. So which is quite important for production. You want things to kind of merge nicely. So one flowing form moving nicely into the other. So that was just a test trial. So we delete this and we start from scratch. When it comes to blending two kind of curved surfaces, we want to start like this. Okay. Let's do this. Will be always, it's quite good to kind of figure it out with your hands and sort of 250. Let's do 125 radius. Okay, I start with this sort of circle here. So this is the base for my ground plane. What I also do is I set a post in the middle. Come on here. And let's do it 55. And I want to go straight, obviously. So this orientates quite nicely. So we've got this one, and we've got this one. So now I want to create a profile that sort of connects the top to the bottom. So how are we going to do this? Okay, I'm going to go to my curve tool. And I want to be planar. I switch sometimes from window to window. The longer you use it, you get used to it. So I'm going to set a few control points. Does this look good? So, okay, make sure this is planar. So that means it's on one plane. And you don't have to be like super accurate because you can always kind of like to edit this later on. Give this a little bit more of a curve upwards, like this. Okay, right. Okay, now I want to revolve this one. Can also move this down a bit. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I want to rotate this curve around this post. And I do this with this command, revolve, rail revolve. So I click onto this and it will give me a question. Select curves to revolve. I want to revolve this one. I press done. And the start of the revolve axis is this one and the end is this one. And then you want to go in a full circle. Yeah, you can do half circles or whatever degrees you want. But so you have this little sort of UFO, half a UFO shape. Okay. And I told you you should work with a 6 millimeter wire. But for explaining purposes, I go a little bit bigger. So what I'm going to do is I kind of use my little center point here just to have it in the sort of right, roughly in the right position. And I want to make a little, a little table lamp. And I have again my control points. Is this good? Yeah, it's good enough for demonstration purposes. This is good enough. So I want to have, so basically you want to revolve your 6 mm rod along here or whatever spirals you create or whatever curves you create. I want to sort of want you to play around with that. And now you need to give the thickness to this curve. Yeah, you want to sweep, which is the next. So the next one is this sweep one rail. Yeah. So we first go back to our standard view and we click onto the center of the circle. And what we do is we want to fit the curve around the curve. So click this one around the curve. So we select the curve, yeah, and I can start either on the top or on the bottom. I start on the bottom. And the reason, yeah, and now you're seeing my radius is not flat, but it aligns itself to the curve that I have drawn previously, which is like indicated in yellow. Yeah, so that is quite important. Hold on, let's do this again. I want to have it around the curve. We select this one, and I do it. Let's do 20. No, let's do 9. Let's do 12. Yeah. Okay. So if I don't do that, quick demonstration, why do I have an odd shape? Because this is the view from the top, obviously. Now, if I don't press the around curve, if I start here, your curve will be horizontal. Yeah. So if I sweep this along this curve, your extrusion of this curve will be flattened. Yeah, it's kind of obvious. We want this to have an exact diameter. Yeah? So we go back to our surface tools. We have here our sweep command with one rail, a sweep with one rail. We click onto it and we select the rail we want to use for the sweep and we select the shape, which is our little round thingy there. And if we press done, this should do it. And here we go. I mean, yeah, this is kind of bad design here. Obviously, I could have, but for this demonstration, this is good enough. Now, I had questions about how to merge this, and I had to kind of look into it again. Rhino always offers so much, you tend to forget stuff. So how do you blend these two together? So a really nice way to do it is, so what I'm going to do, I sort of sink this one into here. And for this, let's destroy this curve and eliminate that. So you want to make sure that, you can delete this as well. You want to move this nicely. This is kind of looking all right. And obviously, you do not want to have these sort of sharp edges here. You want this to round blend. So we do this in this way. We check on the intersection of the two objects. So object intersection. So we have our objects, object 1 and object 2. We press done. And it gives us this sort of curve. So this is the object intersection. So we use this intersection now. And a good way to do this, we go back to our circle and we go around a curve, which we have used in the past. Can go there. Let's give this a healthy diameter here. So we have the object intersection with this circle here. And we do the same trick again. We go to our surface tool, we do another sweep. So the rail is the intersection. It's this one, not this one. We do not want to have that. Do the sweep rail again. No, not that one. We want the intersection. Where is our, I need to zoom in perhaps. Yes. And the shape is this one. We press done. And we have this sort of caterpillar running around it. Yeah? Okay. And we sweep it. Okay, so we've got this funny caterpillar running around. So what do you think I need this caterpillar for? What I do now, I split this. I want to split these two objects with this one. I go to split. That's this little split wedge here. I select the objects I want to split. I select these two objects. And the cutting tool is my little caterpillar here. Okay. Nothing seems to have changed. But what we're going to do is, if you select this and you delete it, you can also delete now this part, perhaps this inner part, just to get rid of stuff. You see I have created this massive space in between. Yeah? So what we want to do is now we want to blend this. This curve can go as well. So get rid of everything that is just not these two objects, yeah? These two surfaces. So we want to blend these ones. And for that, we go to our surface tool again, and we use this one. Blend the surfaces, blend surface. Yeah, we select the first edge. Chain edges, it's probably this one. Yeah, so make sure that you chain all the edges together. Hold on, we need to do it again. I was too quick there, so again, I go to a blend surface. You click on chain edges, outer chain. So this one. And now the second edge is this one on the top. Yeah. So make sure that the whole thing, or basically the entire chain, sometimes these split in segments, so you want to change them up. And this is looking good. And now we press done. Okay. And now we can sort of edit this. Make this a bit flatter. Yep. And we can add shapes to it. So basically we can straighten this up. Which is quite important from here to here. Let's straighten this up. Let's get one from here to here. And perhaps one from here to here. That's looking pretty good. We press done. Okay, this is looking pretty sweet. Let's have a look how it looks in the rendered mode. Oh, we obviously need to give this a material. Let's give it a material. Let's import one. Architect, let's go metal, burnished. Burnished aluminium is good enough. Let's open that one. And I have a rather slow computer. So we select everything. Let's get out of this to the shaded mode. And we apply assign to objects. Okay, if we go to our rendered mode, and this is where my computer is struggling, yeah. But this is looking, getting, so if I had done a better job with this, you can create really nice, elegant, flowing objects, yeah, that look really, that, you know, have a very high quality database if you need to go into production. We still have a curve here, which we can delete. But yeah, this is pretty decent. Yeah. Okay, what I want you to do is play around with these things. Perhaps you can do something, make a nice lampshade. You can give it different materials and upload it on the Mira platform. Thank you, and I'll see you later.